Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today I want to talk about Cobra Kai. Now, I only have a few minutes, and I wanted to sit down and talk about this because I've been promising I would talk about this for a few months now, I think. I first heard about this late in the game when this already released, and if you don't know, Cobra Kai is a sequel TV show to the original, and I mean the original Karate Kid. It follows Johnny Lawrence I meant this time, but yeah, technically that's right. The movie followed Danny Russo, and you would imagine a sequel of a movie or a TV show would actually follow Danny Russo, but this time it's actually following the villain of the original movie, which was an interesting take, and I wasn't really sure how that would go down at first, but it's on YouTube right now if you're real curious, if you want to watch it. It's a YouTube original, and you can watch it if you have YouTube Red. If you don't know, I'm trying to think, because I know when I watched it months ago, you could watch the first episode or two for free. There's only 6 episodes, so if you know by the first episode, or at least you should know by the first episode, if this is something you're going to be interested in. I knew, man, this is definitely, now it's not blow your mind, oh my god, this is the next, Stranger Things. It's not like that. But I think for what they were going for, and I would imagine what their budget was, and getting the 2 original guys who did play the 2 characters in the movie, I think they did one hell of a job. I liked it. I really did like it. There was an angle in the trailer that made it seem like the Karate Kid would be the bad guy this time around. And I'll tell you right now, I did not like that angle in the trailer. I thought that was a try hard, let's make it different. And he kind of is, but they do it the right way. They definitely set up this conflict and beef between these 2 people in a way where it's definitely fun, entertaining, it's not frustrating. And you can like both of the characters at the same time, even though they're kind of going at it with each other. I will say, I only have one real negative. I think there was a little bit of casting that was a bit off. There's a couple characters that were, maybe only about 2 characters that were casted a bit. I don't know if that was the best casting. And then there's an about face one of the characters does towards the end, which I think it fits perfectly with what they were going for, and this might have to do with some of the casting, but I truly feel like it was too much of an about face, where at times it almost seemed comical. You were rooting for this, and it's the kid that Johnny Lawrence trains, okay? You were rooting for him, even though he didn't make the best decisions for a little bit there, but then he hits this point where, in my eyes, he was almost unredeemable. It's like, you're just an idiot. You know what I'm saying? You're just a jerk, So I wish they would have tamed that or polished that up. That could be what they're going for. If that's what they were going for, okay, they did the damn thing, because by the end of it, I didn't like him any. I didn't like him at all. I was more interested in these 2, and maybe Danny LaRusso's daughter. I think she was a more interesting character than the kid that he was training, which is funny because the kid is supposed to parallel, in a way, Danny LaRusso, and he, in a way, is supposed to parallel Mr. Miyagi, or, I mean, maybe not he is supposed to, but he kind of parallels them both, in a way, Mr. Miyagi and his trainer, which there's a bombshell at the end. I'm not going to put that in here, I'll keep it spoiler free, but that was interesting. I didn't see that coming, or I didn't see it ending in that type of way, but I'll stay spoiler free. But they do some cool Easter eggs, or callbacks. They do a callback that you probably will see before you even watch this, if you go and check it out, because one of the video thumbnails has the kid he's training in the skeleton outfit, and I think it's absolutely awesome, because in the original, Johnny LaRusso dressed up in those old skeleton outfits where they painted their face and they had the the tight black outfit on with the bones, so they could be walking skeletons. They do that again, and they do other things that are callbacks. Some it's in your face, some are real subtle. Even some of the ones that are in your face, like the bonsai tree, and some of the changes they make, definitely fun and enjoyable, especially if you're a fan of the original. Now when I grew up watching The Karate Kid, and I'm talking about the original, not the remake yet, the original with them too. I liked it when I was younger. I might have only seen it 4 or 5 times. It wasn't like Goodfellas or Star Wars where I watched it 100 times, but I did enjoy it. And maybe once a year I'll pop it in or something like that for a few years in a row, but I haven't watched it since then. And they do replay some of the scenes, and normally I'm against that because you don't want your audience to feel like they're being spoon-fed or they're too dumb to play along. But I like it in the aspect they do it because he's remembering it. So it is like you're watching his memory, even though it's a scene, and it is supposed to help the audience along if you haven't seen the movie in a while, and I think that worked perfectly. So they do show scenes from the original movie, which is definitely pretty cool. But the direction they take Danny and his life and how it ends, a lot of it kind of does feel like they sat down to flesh this out in an interesting way with some realism that definitely works. And I believe they're making a season 2 of this. It's a YouTube original. You got to have YouTube Red to watch it. Like I said, you can watch the first episode for free. But I'm going to support season 2 if it comes out because season 1 was a lot of fun. A lot more fun than I thought. When I first heard about this, yikes. I was like, oh, here we go. Hollywood is desperate. But they did a good job on this. They did a really good job on this. So go ahead and check it out. Like I said, if you don't have YouTube Red, go and watch the free episode. Chances are you will know if this is something you're going to be interested in or not. After that first episode, if you're not curious what happens next or the rest of the story, you're probably not going to care about what happens at all. So it's probably not worth it to buy it. But if you do want to, if you get YouTube Red for a month, which I love YouTube Red, I got it and I'll never go back. Just off of the ads alone, no ads. You can download all the videos and watch them when your Wi-Fi is weak or broken, or if you don't have Wi-Fi. I love it. I'm never going back. $10 a month. I know everyone was like, the sky's falling when YouTube Red came out, but I love it. Anyhow, you can pay $10 for the month, I would imagine. And I'm not sponsored, so this is just me, friend to friend. And then if you watch the season and you don't want to watch anything else on YouTube Red because they don't have any other good shows, not that I know of, just cancel the subscription. You know what I'm saying? You pay $10 to rent 6 episodes. I feel like it's kind of worth it. If you're a little bit interested, it's kind of worth it. All right, thoughts and opinions about Cobra Kai, put those down in the comment box. I liked it. I'm looking forward to season 2. I was about to say 3 because, movie, TV show, and then season 3 it would be part 3. You know what I mean. Anyway, thoughts and opinions in the comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.